and welcome. You're watching this special Budget 2026 segment on NewsX called My Budget Wishlist. And joining us today is Ashwinder R Singh, Chair, CII Real Estate. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. What are your top 10 budget wish list expectations for the real estate sector?
My top five wish lists, if I may start with, the first is to give a EMI relief for genuine home buyers. My ask is to raise the Section 24 home loan interest deduction from 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs. The 2 lakh cap is stuck since 2014, but EMIs are not. They have been increasing. The EMI has moved with inflation. The tax relief hasn't moved since 2014. So I think this is something that should definitely be looked into. The second wish that I have is the GST. That actually reduces prices, and it is not optics. One GST rate with input tax credit for housing. No input tax credit means tax on tax. Buyers pay 8 to 10% hidden cost in many projects. So if you remove the input tax credit, the tax doesn't disappear, it gets buried in the price and it gets passed on to the buyer. So I would want that if it can be looked into and the input tax credit can come back and there is one GST rate. The third is an important one, which is on rental housing. I want rental housing to be given an infrastructure status. We have to understand that people first rent and then they buy. And infrastructure status to rental housing means you are helping the workforce, the student, and the first time family rentals. And India is urbanizing very fast. And India urbanizes as renters first and owners later. So a city runs on renters, nurses, junior executives, drivers, teachers, and rental housing is the economic structure of India, and we should give it an infrastructure status. This can really change the dynamics and give a very strong message and an upbeat for the economy. Number four is more soft. I would request approvals in 90 days and become a part of the budget. Incentivize states for single window approvals with a 90-day clock. Delay is the biggest cost in housing. It raises the prices without adding quality. And we don't realize that some of the pricing can really get reduced if the approvals come on time. So the cheapest and the easiest housing reform is faster approvals. It might not have been thought about by anybody, but it costs nothing to the exchequer and can save the home buyer lakhs, and the government will be really appreciated by all the home buyers. Last but not the least, I would want cut in the upfront shock, which is the stamp duty for the first time buyer. Here I'm only saying stamp duty cut for the first time buyer and in affordable housing, because affordable housing has been lagging behind premium and luxury housing for the last couple of years, especially in the growth. So stamp duty rebate, graded duty for first time home buyers and affordable housing can be amazing, because today's stamp duty is often 5 to 7%, and it's a big barrier for home buyers. So, people actually don't fail on EMI. They fail on the day one cash, and stamp duty is the day one cash. It is an out of pocket expense. So reduce stamp duty, especially for the first time buyer and affordable housing, and we will see a great impetus in the overall home sales in India. And you will unlock real demand. So, if I have to conclude, real estate is where policy converts into jobs, household wealth, and city productivity. So, fix these five levers, and the market will do the rest.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your top 5 budget expectations wish list with NewsX.